In this video, in this video, I'm going to show you how to potentially increase eBay sales with your mind. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler, reseller for over 30 years. If you want to learn a little bit more about eBay and how to increase sales, definitely go down there, click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you get notified anytime a helpful video comes out. So let's get into how to increase sales with our minds. Now, on the surface, this sounds absolutely crazy, but there's a little bit of science to back this up. As a matter of fact, some scientists actually think we live in a computer simulation. Now, whether or not that's truth or reality is up to the observer. Now, there's lots of articles, there's lots of scientific kind of data that kind of leans towards something a little bit weird is going on in our universe and in our world, including when you start to look at quantum theory and quantum mechanics. Now, there's something called quantum entanglement, which you could take two particles, spread them out as far as possible, and the act of actually observing one particle changes the other one, and somehow the scientists think that everything in our world is connected some way, including, the start of the Big Bang, all the particles were created, and that somehow everything is one or attached to everything else. And that has a little bit to do with some kinds of special abilities we might have with our minds. Now, I got a question for you all. Have you ever thought of an eBay item and the next day it sells, or the same day it sells? This is kind of what I'm getting at here with this little experiment I want to do with everyone here. It kind of goes along the same lines as when you think of a friend or a family member you haven't called in a long time, and they out of the blue call you. It's almost like that quantum entanglement where just the thought of something has somehow changed reality. That's why there's a lot of gurus that talk about positive energy, thinking positive. There's actually a lot of stuff that goes to that. So we're going to actually do an experiment here on the channel, and you can be involved. I highly suggest getting involved. What I want everyone to do is think of an eBay item that hasn't sold and write it in the comments below. Now, don't leave a link and don't leave the whole title, copy and paste that in there. Just put in a keyword or two. Even put in a secret code, like if it's a rubber duck. You put in rubber duck, but it's actually a bar of soap. Just so that you know, and in a few days, we're actually going to see if this thought experiment actually works. Now, I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but I can't tell you how many times I've thought of an eBay item that hasn't sold in a while that actually sells that day or the next day. Now, if this has happened to you, please leave a comment below also. I want to hear your thoughts because I know for sure this just doesn't happen to me. I've never actually talked or spoke about this to any resellers, so I actually don't know if anyone out there actually experiences this, but I know for sure, I almost want to guess 99% that this happens to other people for sure. And so this is where the experiment is going to happen here on this video. Now, I don't want you to go and look into your eBay store and find an item and go, oh, this item hasn't sold. It has to be something that comes through the subconscious. Now, like I said, I know this sounds completely crazy. This seems a little bit completely nuts. But bear with me here. Go down, leave the actual, just a little bit of a keyword so that you can go back and be like, wow, this has actually happened. And then we'll go back and we'll verify. I can't do it on my end because I know just by thinking about it and talking about this that it's not actually going to happen now. Like I said, there is a couple experiments that scientists have done kind of proving weird stuff that goes on in the universe, especially the double slit experiment. And I'll leave a link to 2 videos below. And if you're kind of interested in this, kind of actually piques your curiosity, I highly suggest watching these 2 videos. It will actually change your whole kind of concept on maybe a lot of things that don't seem kind of right, or these scientists have been dealing with the weirdness of the quantum domain for over 100 years. And especially, you know, real quick, the double slit experiment is particles actually act different at the point of observing them than if you didn't look at them. They actually behave in a different way, but the actual point of looking and observing changes or collapses the waveform. And I think this is a little bit about what's going on with thinking about an item and it sells, or thinking about a family member and they call you. It has to do with quantum entanglement, but we're going to do a little bit of experiment here. Like I said, go down there in their comments below, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Has this ever happened to you? Leave a comment to the thing that you think will sell. We'll go back in a couple days. We'll see how long this takes. And let's see if we can actually kind of change a little bit of how we kind of think about eBay sales. Now, I know this is like probably the craziest video you've ever probably seen about increasing your eBay sales, but I'm telling you, there's like something to this for sure. Once again, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. I cannot wait to hear your comments about this. I cannot wait to see if this actually happens to other people. And like I said, this is something a little bit spooky and a little bit of fun to do during the Halloween season. I wish everyone a happy and blessed week, and let's see what happens. Take care.